Hey, what is going on, my friends, and welcome back to another video on the channel. Well, today we are going over some news that came out from HCMC that kind of surprised us all. We've been expecting so much news from the lawsuit, and that's all we've been talking about recently, that any other news is pretty surprising, and I honestly believe that this news that came out today is actually very good, especially for shareholders, so I'm very excited to bring that to you all. Now, if you want access to these videos early before everyone else, if you want access to the trades I make, my investment and trade portfolios, if you want access to weekly watch lists that I release myself, daily newsletters that I release myself, and updates and information about everything that I do as an investor, a trader, and a YouTuber, go down to the link in the description. It'll bring you over to my Patreon, and that's where I'm fully transparent with all that info. Also, if you are looking to get 2 free stocks that can be valued all the way up to $1,850, go down to the link in the description. It'll be a referral link over to Webull. Once you create an account and deposit $100, again, you will get 2 free stocks that can be valued up to nearly $2,000. This is an amazing opportunity. They're an amazing brokerage, and I think everyone should take advantage of this opportunity at hand. So with that being said, today we are going over the rights offering that has been going out from HCMC that may be coming soon here, and I'm very excited to see what the future holds. It seems like the market is kind of taking it a little bit weird. So with all that being said, let's go ahead, let's jump into the computer here. Let's see what this is, what this news is, and why I believe that it has so many great future implications for Healthier Choices Management Corp. So it came out this morning that Healthier Choices Management Corp, ticker symbol HCMC, has filed a registration statement for rights offering exclusively for its stockholders. Now, before we even get into what exactly this means for the company, they did release a little statistic that I'm very excited about that actually surprised me, and that is going to be the fact that we are currently sitting at all-time high shareholders at right above 400,000. Now, considering the fact that I was watching this thing whenever it was at 30,000, 40,000 shareholders, right when it first popped up way back in January, I'm so happy to see this progress, and it is definitely a great feeling seeing so many other people see the potential in this company. So again, that is a great feeling there. So with that being said, let's go ahead, let's jump into it. Let's see what this right offering is, what it means for us as investors, and what we can expect from this stock going in the future. Now, whenever it comes to the rights offering, what is the point of it? Well, its purpose is to raise equity capital in a cost-effective and potentially non-dilutive manner. This is very important, people. Non-dilutive. HCMC has enough shares, right? We have enough outstanding shares. 300 billion is more than enough. I'd really like to see that way back down below 10 billion, but it's going to be a process, of course, right? And so with that being said, we knew they were going to need capital. They're going into this big lawsuit with Philip Morris. They're starting to expand out their stores. They're starting to grow their vitamin store. They're starting to gain so much popularity, and they're trying to expand. We knew that they wouldn't be able to pay for all of this with their 4 healthy choice markets and their 8 vape stores or 9 vape stores, right? There was no way. We knew capital was going to be a need, but a lot of us were curious. Okay, how does HCMC treat us? We've seen dilution in the past from them that kind of felt like a slap in the face. And so a lot of us were thinking, if they do capital raising and they dilute these shares down again to like 500 billion, I knew personally I was out. I was like, that's enough. I'm done. But the fact that they took a method or they took a turn and they're using a non-dilutive manner in order to raise a lot of capital definitely says that they value our opinion, that they've seen the kind of the feedback that we've given them, and that going forward that they are going to, do things in the sake of the shareholders, as we are sitting at 400,000 of us. So with that being said, I do love the fact that they are taking this approach and that they are going to use methods that may not hurt the shareholders themselves, but actually reward shareholders, as we will see in a second. Now, whenever it comes to some statistics, this rights offering is going to allow us shareholders the opportunity to participate, purchase, and own up to approximately an additional 25% of the company's common stock. If fully subscribed, the company will raise up to $100 million in gross proceeds. Now, they list basically every single function or thing that they could possibly think of whenever it comes to what this money would be applied to. But realistically, I think we all know that it will be applied for a few different things. Likely, a lot of it will go into the lawsuits and a lot of their intellectual property that they own. I think that's a big must for this company, especially when it comes to their future. We'll likely see them maybe start to expand out some of their stores, maybe open up a few retail locations, which could be phenomenal, and continue to supply and expand that vitamin store that we recently saw. Those are my 3 big guesses. That's what I'm assuming a lot of this will go to. But even with that, there's still a lot of extra money, which could definitely help them in the future profitability wise, as they won't be blowing through too much of their revenue. So whenever it comes to that, I'm definitely excited. I think that that's going to provide them with a lot of capital in order to proceed with this court case. And I think that's the big thing, right? I think that's the big thing that we have to think about is realistically, if they were trying to just continue normal operations, they would need $100 million. Okay, if they truly believed, or even in the flip side, if they truly didn't believe that with this court case, for example, which is the biggest thing this company has going for it at the moment, that they wouldn't win, They would not be putting in so much effort, so much capital, and so much time in order to win it if they truly did not believe that they were going to see a much higher return on investment from putting in, millions and millions of dollars and trying to win it. So personally, this gives me even more confidence in the lawsuit. It gives me even more confidence in their biggest catalyst. And I think going forward that this does have a lot of future implications that will start to show as we do start to get more news. So let's go ahead. I'm not going to read all of this stuff because I'm sure you guys have seen it all. I really just want to talk about exactly how this works, what it means for us as stockholders, how we can take advantage of it, and why I think it's phenomenal. So for every 4 shares of common stock that you own, say you buy 4 shares, you will be entitled to purchase 1 share of common stock directly from the company, which is how they prevent too much dilution, at a discounted price. Now, this right is referenced to as a basic right. Now, the purchase price will be a 25% discount to the volume-weighted average of the sales price of their shares common stock on the OTC Pink sheets for the 5 consecutive trading days ending on the expiration date of the offering. So say if the offering is on the 31st, from the 25th to the 30th, they're going to take that closing price, or they're going to take the average price from those days, take a 25% of that, and then once they remove that 25%, that discounted price is how much we as shareholders will get our extra share for every 4 shares that we own. So just hypothetically, as they do say here, if the price is sitting at about 0.0016, once they take that 25% off, which would of course be 0.0004, your discounted actual subscription price would be 0.00012. Now this is phenomenal. This is rewarding to shareholders, and I want to highlight that time and time again because that's what the majority of us are. This is a great thing for us. A lot of people were confused saying that this was a reverse stock split. That is not what that is. And he actually did talk about it a little bit here, which we'll jump into just for a brief second. Basically, what he was saying here is that should not be confused with the reverse stock split. The company is not pursuing a reverse stock split concurrently or in conjunction with this rights offering. It is not going to work the same. So I think that going forward, this is going to be a great thing. I think this is a big catalyst for the company. The reason I say so is because I think that going forward, seeing that they are rewarding shareholders, we will likely see people increase their positions in order to take advantage of that discounted price. Now, I think that going forward, we may even start to see more people want to jump on board with HCMC, as they have now actually rewarded shareholders in a sense that they are starting to pay attention to us and are starting to do things and, answer some of the questions and answer some of the feedback that we have presented to them. And I think that will be appealing to even more shareholders, even more potential investors. And I love that. I'm so excited about that. And I think going forward that this is going to be great for the company. They're going to use this capital well. I really can't imagine that they're going to put this in too many other places than lawsuits, patents, intellectual property and those type of things. But even if they were to put it into some vape stores, or even if they were to open up other markets, of course that is going to generate them more revenue, as this is a business. We have to remember this isn't just a court case. That'll generate them more revenue. It'll generate them more margins. And I think it'll all be phenomenal for the company. This is honestly great news. Of course, whenever we see capital raising, we always just immediately think, oh my goodness, here we go again. They're going to dilute shares. I'm going to lose all my value. You know what I mean? And that's initially what I thought. I was like, come on, dude, not again. But now that I'm reading that this is an award, we can think about the fact that, say if you're breaking even on HCMC right now as a shareholder, you're breaking even. You bought 1 million shares and you're up 0%. Well, by the time that this happens, you will then be able to buy another 250,000 shares at a 25% discount of what you initially purchased your initial million at. If it stays the same, say everything stays the same, right? And so I think that's phenomenal. That allows us to load the boat without having to watch the stock price absolutely drop. That's an that's an opportunity that I'm taking advantage of. I'm very excited for when this does happen, as I will personally be buying a lot more. Likely, I think the stock price will climb up until that point, so it may even out a little bit. But even at that point, I think this is going to be great for the company, and it does show again that they do value us, which I absolutely love. So with that being said, that is just a quick little overview of what exactly this is going to be. If you do want a second video of how exactly it is going to work, how you can get your shares, definitely let me know in the comment section below. I didn't want to make this video too long, and so I will make that into a separate video if you guys do want that. So definitely let me know again. But with that being said, I will be uploading on this channel 2 to 3 times every single day. We have all the content coming out. We got HCMC, we got Castor Maritime still making moves, we got Dogecoin, Safe Moon, we have all types of new content around the channel right now. So I'm going to continue to do that. I'm loving the grind, I'm loving the hustle, and I can't wait to see you all next time. Peace.